Good morning. It is Friday, October the 25th. Hashtag finally Friday. Glad to have you with us on Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we're live from the HCC TV studios here today, along with my co-host, Benji Escobar, joining me from Studio A. Good to see you, Benji.
Good to see you too, Todd. It's always a pleasure being on the show on a day that's not my official day, but we're here.
Especially when it's Friday, too. Any big
Yeah,
plans this
love
weekend? I mean,
Fridays.
it's technically holiday weekend, or I should say Halloween weekend. You got any big plans? You going to put on a costume?
Yes, I have it. I'm gonna surprise you with it on Halloween Day. I'm not gonna tell you what it is though.
Oh, you're going to wear it on Halloween. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's on a Wednesday this year, isn't it?
it's a Thursday.
A Thursday.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So you're going to wear it on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I could wear it today. I have it in my car.
Okay. All right. Any hints?
Uh, it's old. I don't know.
Old. Okay. Great. That gives us a lot there, Benji.
Yeah.
Thanks for your support. Hey, we appreciate all of your support watching us live on Facebook and YouTube. We're here every morning, Monday through Friday, just about every Monday through Friday, live at 10 a.m. You can also catch us on social media anytime. And Benji, they can watch us on HCCTV as well.
Yes, we are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District. We're also on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and HCC TV, our own TV channel where you can catch the rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
That's right. It is not only hashtag Film Friday, or I should say Finally Friday, but also Film Friday as well. And we've got a special guest welcoming back to the show, Fatima Hye. She is she's a filmmaker. She was a student at one time. She has Black Revel Productions, which makes some eerie films. And now she's an HCC instructor. Good to see you, Fatima. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Good morning.
Yeah, thanks for being here. You have something coming up. I've been following you in social media. You have something coming up at the River Oaks Theater. Is that right?
Yes, that'll be Thursday, November 7th, and it'll
All
be
right.
an art horror anthology.
Cool. All right. We're going to talk about that and a lot of other things in just a few moments. Benji will be with you in about 10 minutes or so. So over the past few weeks, we've been interviewing our vice presidents, a new position out at all of our colleges. And right now we've got Dr. Alberto Urbina, and he is the vice president at HCC Southeast College. Good to see you, Alberto.
Good morning, Todd. It's good to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, now you've been on the show several times in other roles. Tell us about your journey at HCC, because I know you've been here for quite some time.
Yeah, so believe it or not, I actually started with Houston Community College back in the late 90s as a dual credit high school student, and then graduated high school, started working industrial construction, continued on taking night classes here at HCC, graduated with my associate's degree, and I'm still working out in industrial construction as a welder. And fast forward, 15 years, I had the opportunity to come here to HCC back in 2018 as a director of apprenticeships, and I've been with Houston Community College since then, since 2018.
That's incredible. I mean, you're a true product of HCC. You went to the dual credit program, and here you are as a vice president.
That's correct. Yes, like I said, I got my associate's degree, took 2 classes my senior year of high school, and I remember back in the late 90s, actually, some of the Houston Community College high school or classes rather were offered at the high school at night.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I remember we were in a lot of high schools back in the day. Tell us about how your previous roles have developed you and prepared you for the position you're in now, because it's a brand new position as vice president.
Yeah, absolutely. So as a student of the college, Houston Community College, and then universities, I always think about what's in the best interest of our students and how can we help our students to achieve their academic and workforce and career goals. And then working in industry, working as a welder for many, many years, being able to connect with different folks out there and being able to kind of see what the goals of the communities are as far as reaching their professional goals or academic goals. And then working as a faculty member, I was a high school teacher for a few years after I left the industry, and then became a college instructor, department chair, program director, and most recently, I served as the dean of Houston Community College's Material Science and Smart Manufacturing Center of Excellence. So each one of those different roles has really provided me the perspective of students, the perspective of faculty, administrators, and how can I work together with all of those different parties to make sure that ultimately our students are successful.
Being that this is a brand new position, are you meeting with the other vice presidents and having a chance to really develop this role? Because really, you're the first one.
Yes, absolutely. So we actually have a weekly meeting where we just bounce ideas off each other and we kind of share what's going on in our specific campus and see how we can work together and help each other to really succeed in this role, because it's a very important role for student success, for student completion, and also to make sure that our faculty have the resources that they need.
For the first 30 days, I mean, you've been at the Southeast College for quite some time, so you're familiar with the operations there. But what are your goals in the first 30 days, and what's your vision for the next year?
Yeah, so my goals for the first 30 days is really to meet with all the different departments, student services departments, advising, student life, to meet with the different faculty departments, math, history, all of the workforce departments, really to gather their perspective, to see how my position and my role can help them to be able to provide those opportunities for our students. And then for our students, what resources they potentially may still need from the college so that they're successful within their respective programs.
What goals or projects has Dr. Villagran-Glover, the president, given you for the next year that you can touch on now?
Yeah, I mean, so our goals at the Southeast campus are really aligned with the college's goals, which is to increase the opportunity for our students, to increase academic opportunities, the workforce opportunities, to help those students to be able to start a program, persist through the program semester to semester, and then ultimately to be able to complete their specific certificate or associate's degree so that they're able either to transfer to a four-year institution, maybe continue here at Houston Community College with one of the new baccalaureate programs that we have, or to enter the workplace. So, what can we do to be able to help more students, maintain more students, and hopefully be able to help students complete their specific award? Those are the three key areas.
We have this vision of one college across the district. However, when you look at each of the individual colleges, the demographics are different and the needs are different because of the community that they're supporting. For the Southeast College, what would you say are the needs that are unique to that college as opposed to the other ones?
So having been a student of the Southeast College, I know that there's a lot of working students on that end. I remember getting off of work at 5:30 or 6 p.m. and taking some late evening classes, maybe a 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. classes. So certainly a very flexible schedule so that we're able to accommodate different working adult schedule, but also those students that are maybe high school graduates, recent high school graduates, that maybe prefer more traditional daytime schedule. So definitely a flexible schedule, a sense of community, a sense of belonging. So we host a lot of different student services events.
Right.
Actually, this evening, we're hosting a Halloween event at the Southeast campus. It starts at 6 and it'll be running to 8 p.m. And we're inviting our students, their families, if they have young children that they would like to bring to the event. So really that sense of belonging, sense of community that I believe all students need, all college students need, but particularly those at the Southeast campus.
Yeah, I think the West Loop's having an event tonight as well, bringing the whole community in. And I used to work at the West Loop when they were doing this, and it was such a community-wide event. I mean, they not only did you have students participating and helping out and volunteering, but you really had kids there, little kids looking for a safe place to trick or treat and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm looking forward to it. We've had over 100 families RSVP for tonight's event. We're going to have face painting, we're going to have food, we're going to have music. So I'm really looking forward to the event and connecting with our students, our current students, but also community members.
Years ago, I remember you and I think you were on one of our shows talking about this, but you were talking about flexible schedules in that area. It seems to me like you guys are one of the first to start late night classes for welding that were bilingual, and they apparently were hugely popular. Is that still the case now?
Yes. So we have offered classes from 10 p.m. to 1 p.m. We currently don't have any classes for the fall semester, but we are looking to bring that initiative back for the spring semester, because we know that folks are working the second shift or third shift, and that those really late evening classes are really beneficial to them.
You know, a lot of exciting things going on across the district, especially at the Southeast College. Dr. Alberto Urbina is our guest this morning. He's the new vice president out there at the Southeast College. Congrats. We're always proud to see our students progress on. We've got a number of them working here at HCCTV, and we're certainly proud of you. Thanks for being here, Alberto.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. So we are going to take a short break. It is Film Friday. We've got a special guest who also used to be a student here. Now she's a filmmaker and one of our instructors. We'll meet her after this break. 60 seconds, we'll be back.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me and then you just linked arms with me. I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
We are back on Up to the Minute, and now I have Fatima Hye, filmmaker and founder of Black Revel Productions. She's also an HCC instructor and our Film Friday guest. Welcome back to the show, Fatima.
Hi, thanks for having me again.
Of course. Let's start on an update on Cryptic Triptych. I don't know if I said that last part right.
Yeah,
which
rhymes. It just rhymes. Cryptic Triptych.
Okay. Oh, Cryptic Triptych. Okay, awesome. Which you have been taking on tour, right?
Yes, actually. So we showed it last weekend in San Marcos near Austin at a film festival, Lost River. And then we showed it on at the Texas Theater in Dallas. And then that was really exciting because it's a historic place if you've never heard of it. And then finally we're coming back to the River Oaks in Houston.
Awesome. And so what is that film about? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so the word triptych is actually like in the art world, it refers to three pieces of art. Usually they're set together. That's called a triptych, like try.
Okay.
So it's an anthology. It's an art horror anthology. So it has three different segments and just three different stories done in three styles.
Okay, so like you said earlier too, you've been going kind of like all throughout Texas showing out this film. I mean, how has it been? I mean, do you like Texas per se?
Of course.
Other than Houston, I guess.
Yeah, so I got to Texas by the time I was like 6 years old. So I actually grew up here, and so Houston's been a big deal. It's just I like, first of all, of course, I think we all have a love of Texas and the mythology and stuff. Some of my work, like I had another like a featurette. It's on Tubi and Apple TV and stuff. It's called Animalium. And it was one of the first pieces I put out there. And it's about a road trip through Texas and stuff. So yeah, I have a obsession with Texas, which I think most people here do.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because I mean, I was born and raised here in Texas, but I feel like I haven't explored Texas as big as the state is. You know, it's always kind of like I've been here in my home in Houston, never really reached out to, but I'm starting to now. You know, I know San Marcos now, so that's great that you're doing that, visiting all these towns, showing the film to people. I mean, it must be great, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's really great. Also, people I think appreciate the in-person events versus, you know, nowadays you can stream anything. You know, there's like a billion choices. So it's just good to go out, meet people in the community, talk to them, get to know them. The Q&As, those are always fun and beneficial. Yeah.
Great. I know earlier this month, or I think it was last month, we had some folks from River Oaks Theater talking to us about the reopening and stuff. And you're gonna be part of something over at the River Oaks Theater. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, exactly. So everyone's excited that the River Oaks reopened, and I've been talking to Rob, who does the programming there. He used to work for Alamo Drafthouse, and he said so far it's been amazing. Again, about the people are excited about the community events. It's not just because a lot of these movies are classics or things you can see again on your own time, or maybe you've already seen them, but it's going there with the community and seeing it with all your friends. And sometimes they do little tie-ins, like activities, like they showed the craft and then they did like, I think, craft work and stuff like that with the audience and stuff. So those are really cute. So yeah, the film Cryptic Triptych, it'll show Thursday, November 7th, 9:15. We made it a little bit later because there's so much going on. There's also the Houston Cinema Arts Festival at that, that's their opening day also. So if you, even if you go to that, you can still come afterwards, come over to the River Oaks and see Cryptic Triptych.
Awesome. Awesome. Are you going to be part of the Cinema Arts Fest?
I was last year. So last year I seen something there. I even came to HCC Up to the Minute for that. This year I'll just attend. They have some really cool things. I'm especially interested in, they're going to have John Waters, and he's going to do like a commentary of Hairspray, which is one of his films.
Hairspray, like the musical? Is that Hairspray or?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I've heard so much about it, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. I've seen a bunch of his other movies, which
it's one of my favorite musicals, I'll tell you that. And I saw it when it came
then you should definitely
the
go to
Hobby
that.
Center, so check it out.
Yeah, he's going to be there and giving commentary on it.
Okay, awesome. So tell us about you and your background. I mean, how did you start your company? And I know you're also an instructor here at HCC, which I went through the filmmaking program. Unfortunately, I didn't take one of your classes, but I mean, tell us about you.
Okay, so I went to U of H, but I majored in philosophy. So film is like the side thing for me. I took a few production classes, but I did major in philosophy. So I teach philosophy and humanities, and I do like film related stuff like humanities through film sometimes. But I don't directly teach like in the filmmaking program. Although I did have, like, for example, I had a student and I got special permission where someone in the film department, his name is Ruben, and he interned with me and he had helped edit Cryptic Triptych and the other one, Anne and Mia. And I just saw him last night. There was a really great kind of almost a Halloween bash, but it's called Not Another Film Screening. It was a huge turnout. They had costumes, they had, and Ruben showed his short there too, a few of my other friends as well. And it was really great. It's a vampire movie he did called Amber. He was selling DVDs of it. So yeah, it's great to see. And I used to edit with him at U of H at the A-Leaf campus. So I teach there now. I went to U of H and then I just love film. And that's kind of, I kind of equally split my time with teaching and film.
Great. So as a filmmaking student, I actually want to ask you about how it was working. I mean, you said you kind of have two films. We talked about the two that you have under your belt there. Tell us how it was working on Cryptic Triptych, and is it hard work? I mean, it has to just kind of tie you down, right?
So I actually have more than that. Like Cryptic Triptych will be the second feature that I did, and I did a bunch of shorts as well. So it's always hard. I mean, of course, ask anybody. Cryptic Triptych is very unique because it was more of a pandemic project. So after we got in lockdown, I kind of took a detour and did this. I had some shorts, so I was like, let me put these into an anthology. And because usually an anthology is like written and directed by different people. Well, these were all written and directed by me. However, what gave it the variety is I chose 3 different cinematographers. And so there are 3 different ones top ones in Houston, Rob Nielsen and Jason Casillas, Carrie Ann Parker. So I had 3 different cinematographers, 3 different cast and crew, different art directions. So we shot them like 3 days, 3 days, 3 days on different like sets and things like that. We did one of the sets is a historical piece, and it was in a house in Alvin. We got permission to use there. So yeah, it was great, and it just kind of came out of the pandemic time. I actually used some of the stimulus checks to make it. I got a small grant. Austin Film Society gave us a grant, and we were able to get that location. It was definitely hard, but it's always fun too.
Awesome. So an anthology is something similar to I can't remember the name of the film right now, but it's something that like Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino did. I think it was like where they kind of made like 2 movies and it was part of one thing.
Yeah, I remember they did. Was it before? Sorry, From Dusk Till Dawn. I remember that.
Something like that. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Okay, so that's something with the Cryptic.
I think that's like maybe a trilogy where they do a series of films, and this is a small, like a mini trilogy. So it's like the anthology is like a feature film, but it's 3 shorts. It's like made of 3 shorts.
Okay, so now I'm very curious. So just tell us again. I know you told us earlier. Tell us about when the film is going to be screening here in the area, where at, and all that information.
Yeah, sure. So it's at the River Oaks Theater Thursday, November 7th at 9:15 p.m. And the first show is getting kind of filled up, so we're trying to add another show. So we'll keep y'all posted. I'm on all the socials, so everyone can look this up.
Awesome. Tell us those socials before we leave off.
Oh, my socials. There are different ones. So it's either under my name, Fatima Hye, or under Black Revel Films or whatever. But basically, if you Google my name, everything will come up. There was an article in the Dallas Observer recently that reviewed the film and stuff and talked about the tour. So there's just a ton of information out there for anyone who wants to look it up.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Fatima Hye. She is a filmmaker and founder of Black Revel Productions and also an HCC instructor and our Film Friday guest. And we'll have all of your info on our post after the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks. And it was great talking to you, just like for a change. And
of course, yeah.
and that you like horror films, so that's cool.
Yeah, I do. Thank you so much. And coming up after a quick commercial break, Todd and I will return for some news and announcements. So stay tuned.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Welcome back to Up to the Minute. We are wrapping up this Friday with a few announcements of things happening across the district. Recipes for Success are virtual workshops that's being offered by HCC, hosted by the Academic Success Centers and HCC Student Life. These provide study strategies and helpful academic habits. Coming up, effective note-taking methods, 4 p.m. this coming Tuesday, October 29th. It's a Teams meeting, but you'll need to register for it. So check our post after the show for more information. And we also have a student juried art exhibition coming up, Benji.
Yes, this exhibit showcases artworks from regional community colleges, as well as HCC's own students and its alums. The artist reception will take place Friday, November 1st from 5 to 7 p.m. And the exhibition runs through November 1st. So this will be at the HCC Southwest Stafford Fine Arts Gallery, and the exhibition is free. So check out our post after the show for more info.
STEM Day, Ethics of AI. HCC Central is hosting the second annual celebration of National STEM Day. This one will explore ethical issues surrounding artificial intelligence. Besides guest speakers, a poster concert, and STEM exhibits, there'll also be snacks, free food. That's right. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Thursday, November 7th at HCC Central Campus in the Harmon Building. Check our post after the show with more information there. And the graduation deadlines have been posted, Benji.
Yes. If a student is preparing to graduate, they must first apply for graduation to show they have met all the academic requirements to receive a diploma. Then, if they plan to walk the stage at commencement, they must register. Apply for graduation by November 1st and register for commencement by November 15th. Check out our post after the show for more info.
Helping Eagles Soar, HCC's foundation is asking for donations to the annual faculty and staff employee giving campaign. All donations, all of them, make a difference to HCC students and programs, and donors may be able to increase their payroll deduct win-win in all new I Love HCC tote bag and other giveaways. Check our post after the show. It's very easy. You just register. They'll take it out of your paycheck. You'll never even miss it. And speaking of registration, we've got spring registration underway right now. You can register for spring 2025. That's right. In-person classes, online classes, hybrid classes, they're all available. Get in early, get the classes you want at the times you need. Go to hccs.edu/apply. Now, on Monday's show, we'll welcome another one of our new college vice presidents, Dr. Colleen Riley of the Southwest College. And it's Halloween week, so get ready for some spooky specials that we'll have in store for you. One thing to keep in mind, Benji, we've got 2 events going on across the district tonight. Southeast College, their Southeast campus, they've got a Halloween event open to the community, and another one at the Southwest College at the West Loop campus. It's a community-wide event, big festival happening out there, so you have those free events for the families tonight. And of course, Benji's got big plans for the weekend as well.
Yeah, I'll make sure to go to one of those events with my costume, trying to show it off before I show it to y'all.
Well, that'll be interesting. Yeah, we'll see how that goes for you. Take pictures and just let us know.
All right, we'll do.
All right. You guys have a great weekend. Get out, enjoy the weather. Go Texans, by the way. They got a big game on Sunday. We'll be back Monday morning live right here, 10 a.m. for Up to the Minute.